I uploaded my first YouTube video on January 30th, 2022. My most recent upload was on January 29th, 2023. From that first video upload to my most recent video upload, I uploaded 44 videos. As of February 4th, 2023, I have 118 subscribers, 286 public watch hours, and 4,801 views. My top 5 videos were my Growing Up Asian American tag with 572 views, my slow morning routine, PhD student and young professional at 551 views, my How I Paid for My Master's Degree Tuition Remission Explained video with 393 videos, Do We Actually Want Influencers with Day Job with 275 views, and then coming in 5th, we have my first ever YouTube video, I Have No Idea What I'm Doing, Get to Know Me, at 174 views. I haven't received any dislikes and only one hate comment, and that hate comment was on my video, my Growing Up Asian American tag, and I have actually privated that comment just because I didn't want other people who came to my channel to watch that video to see that comment. It's really hard for me to pinpoint one video that was like my favorite to make and film because I like all of them for different reasons. The one that did take me the longest to edit, that really stands out in my mind, is my first 20th Diary vlog. I remember I woke up, it was like a Saturday, I woke up, had my breakfast, started editing at like 11, and by midnight that night I was still editing the video, and I think I like finally finished around like 1 a.m. or 2. Like 13-14 straight hours of editing. That was my Saturday. When I first decided to start my channel, I told myself I was gonna try my best to upload 1 video a week for a year. So I was really aiming to upload 52 videos in the span of 52 weeks. That did not happen. It's honestly okay. I uploaded 44 videos. That is still a lot of videos. The reason that I told myself that I was gonna commit to 1 video a week for a year was because sometimes when you are a perfectionist and you get in your own head about things, then you don't actually do the things that you know you wanna be doing. And honestly, to be able to get good at something, you have to do it a lot. I am not someone who was coming into this with a lot of background experience in filming, in editing, in any sort of like creative thing really, I guess. Like I had my public Instagram, but I had never really done it in a video style format. So there was like a pretty big learning curve, and there still is a pretty big learning curve for me. I knew that I just needed to force myself no matter what to like upload a video and just get used to kind of thinking of video ideas and executing. And what I told myself was with each new video, either try something new, like a new angle on a video, a new editing technique, new music, or try to improve something that you've already done. So maybe try to improve your thumbnails, try to improve on the length of your video and being a little bit more concise. And so that was really my goal with this first year, was just to really like get started and get used to uploading videos on YouTube, because it did feel very scary and very overwhelming the first time I did it. But now that I've done it 44 times, it's getting a little easier. I really tried not to have too many expectations around metrics. It can be helpful, and it's like, don't not focus on analytics, because eventually like you're going to want to look at them and understand how they work, but don't let your analytics keep you from just continuing to put out videos. You need to develop that muscle and get used to it. And if you are discouraged by a video that only gets 5 views and you stop making videos, you're never gonna get better and it's never gonna change. So that was something that I've really tried not to focus on too much. I didn't really like set any goals around how many subscribers I wanted. I just was like, you know what, have fun, learn, and that's what I did. It's been really cool because as I have done this year on YouTube, even in also being in a PhD program and also working and also just trying to be social, see my friends, see my partner, stay active, take care of myself, I still really enjoy it. I think that some people might see this as a little strange because I basically am losing money. I don't want to say losing as if like I'm constantly losing. I have not made any money from this YouTube channel, right? I have spent so much time. I've bought equipment, editing stuff. I'm hopefully to buy a camera. And so for a lot of people that might seem a bit strange. Like some people say, you know, you don't need to buy a camera to get started. Or they say, don't buy a camera until you start making money. Don't spend money or invest it until you start making money. And I think like that's fine advice to have, but I also think it goes back to like, what is your goal? I'm like making money with my other jobs, the reason that I spend money on it is because, as my friend Jessica said, it's commitment to the craft. Like, and I say that because I don't necessarily consider myself like an amazing filmmaker or anything, but it's just wanting to have fun with it and feel proud, I guess, of like what you're creating. I am not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait until I get monetized, because what if I never get monetized? If you have the disposable income to spend on a camera, then okay, buy your camera. So if you're in a similar boat as me, where you're wanting to start a YouTube channel, but you don't necessarily have the end goal of making it full-time, or like you're also doing other things, then here are some general insights and tips, I guess, that I have picked up. First is that it's very time consuming, and I know that everybody says this, but I feel like you can't truly appreciate it until you actually start doing it. I actually think about how much time I've spent on my YouTube channel in the past year. Like, it is a lot. Like, each video probably takes, I'll say, anywhere from like 8 to 20 hours for each video. So multiply that by 44. On the shorter end, I have spent 352 hours on that. When you have a lot of other things going on, I think that like you need to be very strategic about how you're planning your time, how you're editing everything. Like, if your learning curve isn't as steep, or you just kind of are, I don't want to say you don't care, but like, I really wanted to learn how to do new things, and so that obviously takes more time. So like, it doesn't necessarily have to be this time consuming, but for me, it was. Second thing, growth is slow and sometimes discouraging. I used to, in the beginning, cross-promote my videos on Instagram. It's hard because people will watch your first video because they're curious. You'll get views on your first video if you promote it, but then as you like keep posting, I kind of found that less and less people were clicking on the videos. Also realized like when they were clicking, they weren't really watching for a long time, and I think it was because they weren't necessarily on Instagram looking to watch a YouTube video. Honestly, sometimes you make videos and no one watches them, or like sometimes it takes a while for your views to accumulate on YouTube. It's not like Instagram where you upload a post and you get like 50 likes. Sometimes YouTube videos, there's been 5 views in 10 hours. And I remember the first time that happened, I was like, I had uploaded like 4 videos, and I remember being like, oh my gosh, is my channel dying? Now that I've made more videos and I've like been on the platform longer, I realize how silly that is. Something that I've been trying to really shift my mindset, I guess, on is trusting that the people who want to watch my videos, who are meant to watch my videos, I guess, that they'll eventually find my channel. And I'm really just maintaining that sense of like hope and confidence, I guess. And even if it's not a lot of people, that's okay with me. If you're wanting to hear more about YouTube and getting started and like that kind of thing, there are a few creators who I think have made videos that I really enjoyed listening to. Te Amo Erin, how I went from 0 to 60,000 subscribers, 8 years on YouTube and still kicking, plus don't ever give up. In her video, she mentioned a creator, Maddie Drogsbach. And so I went and watched her video, which was also really realistic because the title is, I hit 100,000 subscribers after 11 years on YouTube. I think Lynette Atkins has made a video about multiple videos around like content creation and like what she wished she knew. Bria Jones, her video, I grew my YouTube channel 200,000 subscribers in less than a year. And so she talks a little bit about like, you have to be kind of delusional. You have to be kind of delusional when you're doing this. And she's right. You want more like advice in terms of like step-by-step things. Ali Abdal's videos, he's a decent sized creator. I think I found him before he hit 1 million subscribers, and now he's at like high 3 million subscribers. The 2 videos that I recommend watching, one that's a little bit older is my top 10 tips for aspiring YouTubers. And then the second one is how to start a YouTube channel, a beginner's guide to YouTube. And this is where he outlines the kind of like 3 stages of get started, get good, and get smart. I'll put the steps here. So I uploaded I'm laughing because I uploaded a post on my community tab, and it basically was like, hey, I need your help. Please send me your questions because I'm filming kind of like a realistic 1 year on YouTube video. Like, I'd love to know I'd love to be able to answer any questions that you have about this. I had 0 responses. And I think like that's that captures very accurately like what the first year is like. But then I got a response one night. It was very exciting. So shout out to Irene for asking this question. Irene says, I love your content, Thank you for your help with things related to graduate school applications. I wanted to ask how you balance relationships in general, but specifically with your partner. If this isn't something you feel comfortable sharing, I get that and no worries, but it is something I wonder about, like support-wise for your academic career, how you both make time for each other, etc. I guess I'm just wondering what works for others because it's looking a reality for me, smiley face. I got an interview invite and I'm manifesting this is the one, plus feels like it, smiley face, exclamation point. Also, I wanted to hear more about what your vision is for YouTube going forward, and if you have any other YouTube recs for similar content. Thank you and happy 1 year. Thank you so much for your comment. Like, this is what I love, I guess, about having a platform on YouTube. Congratulations on your interview invite. I hope your interview goes well. I hope you smash it. I know you will. I hope that you get a really positive result and you get into your program because that's super exciting. Relationships, it can definitely be hard. Depending on what your friends are doing, depending on what your partner's doing, it is likely that they're probably working a full-time job, they're probably not in school, and so sometimes it can feel a little bit strange because you're in such different places. As it relates to my friends, I think that realistically in the first years of coursework, it was really hard to see them. We saw each other when we saw each other. Now that I'm not in classes anymore, it's a little bit easier to see friends. It takes some effort because I'm someone who I obviously love my friends, but sometimes when I'm in my routine, it's really hard to get out of it, or I feel like, oh, like if I go out to dinner with them tonight or I go see them this day, like I'm off my routine and I could have been using that time to do something else. It's really important to just go see them. And it's also really nice to have friends who are not in the academy because it provides really good perspective. Then as it relates to my partner, I think that especially, again, if your partner isn't in academia, then some things you might not be able to understand exactly. But planning is super important. And I think that communicating that as well with your partner, even if it feels a bit like excessive, communicating like every single stage of what you're doing can be helpful because it's not just, oh, I have a paper due this day. It's like I need to be doing readings up until that point, or I need to be doing a first draft that's due this day. So like being able to very clearly tell them when you have deadlines, when you're doing things, and then also blocking off time, like, hey, so what is your schedule this week? This is my schedule. This is what I have to get done. Where in there can we like find time to hang out together? It's okay if your partner isn't always there for you for every single thing if that's not important to you. So for me, like, I appreciate knowing that he's very supportive, but I don't need him to come to every school event with me. I don't need him to, come to every conference with me or like listen to every presentation I have. For some people that might be very important. So I think like figuring out what you want from your partner, like how you can best feel supported and then telling them is important. Vision for YouTube going forward, and if I have any other YouTube recs. I am trying to think of other recs. Vision for YouTube going forward. I mentioned this in my goal setting video, but I would like to continue making videos as long as it feels fun to me. I think I'm gonna reduce the cadence though to twice a month. Just give my channel a refresh, figure out a new YouTube banner, zhuzh up my description a little bit. Want to buy a vlog camera, maybe 2, depending on how my year goes financially, but I want to buy at least 1. And learn a new editing software, which I mentioned, and keep having fun. That's the most important thing, is to just keep having fun with it. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.